Today, on June 9, 2025, a new chapter in Pakistan's economic story has been unveiled. The government, led by Finance Minister Muhammad Aurangzeb, has presented what it claims is a comprehensive Pakistan economic survey for the fiscal year 2024 to 2025. According to official sources, this document is not just a collection of numbers. It is described as a testament to a year of dedicated effort and strategic policymaking aimed at steering the nation out of turbulent waters. The survey, as per government reports, paints a picture of a country on the mend, a nation that has, according to officials, successfully navigated significant challenges to achieve macroeconomic stability. The government claims this report is crucial because it provides a clear, evidence-backed assessment of the country's economic health, setting the stage for the upcoming federal budget and outlining the path forward for every Pakistani. According to official sources, the most remarkable achievement highlighted in this year's survey is the reported phenomenal success in controlling inflation. For too long, the rising cost of living has been the primary concern for households across the country, eroding savings and making daily life a struggle. This year, as per government reports, a historic turnaround has been witnessed. The government claims the headline inflation rate plummeted to an astonishing 0.3% in April 2025, a level not seen in 6 decades, and, according to official data, stood at a manageable 3.5% in May. The average inflation for the first 10 months of the fiscal year, as reported by the government, was recorded at 4.7%, a stark contrast to the 26% experienced during the same period last year. Officials attribute this dramatic reduction to prudent monetary policy and fiscal discipline, which they say has brought much-needed relief to the common citizen. Alongside this reported victory against inflation, the government claims the economy has demonstrated resilient growth. According to the survey, Pakistan's real gross domestic product grew by 2.68% in the fiscal year 2025. While this is a modest figure, officials emphasize it signifies a positive trajectory and a recovery from previous slowdowns. More importantly, as per government reports, the size of the economy has expanded significantly, reaching $410.96 billion. The government claims this expansion translates into tangible benefits for the populace, as reflected in the per capita income, which has reportedly risen to $1,824. This growth, achieved amidst global uncertainties and domestic challenges, is cited by officials as evidence that the government's stabilization policies are beginning to bear fruit, laying a stronger foundation for more robust growth in the years to come. According to official sources, this economic revival is not a matter of chance, but the outcome of a concerted strategy. The government states it has focused on creating a stable environment conducive to investment and growth. As per government data, the investment to GDP ratio, a key indicator of confidence in the economy, has improved to 13.8%. This increase, according to official sources, signifies that both local and foreign investors are viewing Pakistan as a promising destination for their capital. The central bank's decision to slash the policy rate from a high of 22% down to 11% is, as per government claims, a pivotal move, making it cheaper for businesses to borrow and invest, thereby stimulating economic activity across various sectors and signaling a shift from stabilization to a pro-growth agenda. A core element of Pakistan's economic turnaround has been the extraordinary improvement in its fiscal management. For the first time in recent history, the government has demonstrated a firm commitment to living within its means. The survey reveals a remarkable primary surplus, the difference between government revenue and its non-interest spending, of 3% of GDP during the first 9 months of the fiscal year. This is a significant improvement from the 1.5% surplus recorded in the previous year. This fiscal prudence has successfully narrowed the overall fiscal deficit to just 2.6% of GDP, down from 3.7%, showcasing a responsible approach to public finance that is crucial for long-term stability and reducing our reliance on borrowing. This fiscal consolidation was made possible by a monumental increase in revenue collection. The Federal Board of Revenue has ramped up its efforts, resulting in tax revenues growing by an impressive 26.3% to reach 9.3 trillion rupees. This surge is not just about numbers, it reflects a broadening of the tax base, with the number of individual tax filers doubling in the past year. This indicates a positive shift in our national culture towards greater tax compliance. When more citizens and businesses contribute their fair share, the government is better equipped to fund essential public services like education, healthcare, and infrastructure without accumulating unsustainable debt, creating a virtuous cycle of development and prosperity for all. On the external front, the story is equally encouraging. Pakistan has transformed its current account from a deficit into a surplus, a critical achievement that strengthens our economic sovereignty. For the July to April period of fiscal year 2025, the country recorded a current account surplus of $1.9 billion, a massive reversal from the $1.3 billion deficit seen in the same period last year. This turnaround was powered by the phenomenal support of our overseas Pakistanis, who sent home a record $31.2 billion in remittances, marking a 31% increase. This inflow of foreign currency is a lifeline for our economy, providing stability and support to the Pakistani rupee. The strengthening of our external position is further evidenced by the robust health of our foreign exchange reserves. As of late May 2025, the State Bank of Pakistan's reserves have swelled to $16.64 billion, providing a comfortable buffer against external shocks and bolstering international confidence in our economy. While exports saw a healthy increase of 7%, the government managed the import bill carefully to maintain a stable balance of payments. This careful management of our external accounts, combined with the strong performance in remittances and fiscal discipline, has placed Pakistan on a much more secure economic footing, ready to engage with the global economy from a position of strength. While the macroeconomic indicators paint a positive picture, the real strength of an economy lies in the performance of its diverse sectors. The industrial sector, after a period of contraction, has shown remarkable resilience, growing by 4.77% and exceeding its target. This revival was driven by strong performances in the utilities and construction subsectors, which grew by an impressive 28.88% and 6.61% respectively. Although large-scale manufacturing faced challenges, the overall industrial growth points to renewed activity and job creation. The services sector, the backbone of our economy, also continued its steady expansion with a growth of 2.91%, contributing significantly to the overall GDP and providing employment to millions across the country. The agricultural sector, despite facing challenges from climate change and fluctuating commodity prices, showed positive growth of 0.56%. While major crops like cotton and wheat saw a contraction, the livestock subsector emerged as the true champion, growing by a robust 4.72%. This highlights the importance of diversifying our agricultural base and investing in high-value areas like livestock, which provides a stable source of income for millions of rural families. The government's focus on supporting this sector through better policies and resources is crucial, as a thriving agricultural base is essential for food security and rural prosperity, ensuring that the benefits of economic growth reach every corner of the country. One of the brightest stars in Pakistan's economic landscape is the information technology sector. Our talented youth have propelled IT exports to new heights, reaching $2.825 billion in the first 10 months of the fiscal year, a remarkable increase of 23.7%. This export boom has resulted in a significant trade surplus of $2.429 billion for the sector, making it a key earner of valuable foreign exchange. Furthermore, our freelance community has contributed an additional $400 million, showcasing the immense potential of our human capital in the global digital economy. With telecom subscriptions nearing 200 million, the digital infrastructure is in place to support even greater growth in this dynamic sector. The renewed optimism in the economy has been vividly reflected in the performance of the Pakistan Stock Exchange. Investor confidence has soared, driving the KSE 100 index up by an incredible 50.2% to close at 117,807 points. This bull run has significantly increased the wealth of investors, with market capitalization growing by 38.5% to 14,374 billion rupees. The stock market is often considered a barometer of economic health, and this stellar performance sends a clear signal to both domestic and international investors that Pakistan's economy is on a strong upward trajectory. It reflects a belief in the country's future and the profitability of its corporate sector. A country's progress cannot be measured by economic indicators alone. It must also be reflected in the well-being of its people and the health of its environment. The government has shown a clear understanding of this principle by integrating social protection and climate action into its core economic strategy. The Benazir Income Support Program remains a cornerstone of our social safety net. By March 2025, the program had disbursed 385.64 billion rupees to 9.87 million deserving beneficiaries, providing a crucial financial cushion to the most vulnerable segments of our society and ensuring that the fruits of economic stability are shared by all. Recognizing that Pakistan is one of the countries most affected by climate change, the government is taking proactive steps to build a resilient and green economy. A major milestone in this effort was securing $1.4 billion from the IMF's Resilience and Sustainability Facility, which will be used to fund projects that help us adapt to and mitigate the impacts of climate change. Furthermore, the launch of Pakistan's carbon market policy at the global COP29 conference signals our commitment to sustainable development. These initiatives are not just about environmental protection, they are about future-proofing our economy and creating new green jobs for our youth. Looking ahead, the government is committed to building on this year's successes to foster sustainable and inclusive growth. The upcoming budget will allocate 1 trillion rupees for development projects under the Public Sector Development Program. This investment will be strategically channeled into critical areas such as education, health, youth skill development, and modernizing our infrastructure. By investing in our human capital and improving our physical infrastructure, we are laying the groundwork for a more competitive and productive economy, capable of delivering long-term prosperity and improved living standards for every citizen of Pakistan. In conclusion, the Pakistan Economic Survey 2024 to 2025 is more than a report. It is a message of hope and a blueprint for a brighter future. The journey has been challenging, but the results, low inflation, stable growth, fiscal responsibility, and a strengthened external account, speak for themselves. The government's focus is now shifting from stabilization to growth, with a clear strategy to invest in our people, protect our planet, and unlock the vast potential of our economy. By continuing on this path of reform and prudent management, Pakistan is poised to achieve sustained economic growth and ensure a better quality of life for all its citizens.